Here we are in the train station in Ljubljana, and we haven't purchased our tickets to Lake Bled, and we are hoping to do it on the spot at the counter. So, there are actually two ways of getting to Lake Bled from Ljubljana. One is on the public bus service and the other one is on the train. And you know how much I love my train journeys. Okie doke, we've got our train tickets sorted out, and now for our very first visit to a McDonald's in this entire holiday. To be honest, if I'm not traveling, I don't eat McDonald's nor KFC, not even once a year. Hey you, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and nice to see you again. Come along and follow us on our journey to Lake Bled. Oh, wait a sec, we'll have to look for the correct platform here. Oh yes, Lake Bled is the single most popular tourist destination in Slovenia outside of Ljubljana. So if you intend to come to Slovenia, you can't not include Lake Bled in your itinerary. The very picturesque Lake Bled is situated approximately 55 kilometers away from the capital of Slovenia, and it is on the Julian Alps in the Upper Carniolan region of the northwest of Slovenia. Let's see. Oh, our platform is this way. Well, the train station appears to be very busy, especially on the route to Lake Bled, and that's not surprising because it's very popular, especially with the day trippers. And we actually contemplated on spending a night itself in Lake Bled. However, Lake Bled is a very hot destination. Well, hot not as in climate-wise, of course, but in terms of popularity. We had a cursory glance at the prices of accommodation in Lake Bled, and the truth is, it's beyond our budget for now. I feel like just switching off and chill and enjoy the views from this train all the way to Lake Bled. Okay, I'll be back with you again real soon. The train journey from Ljubljana to Lake Bled is just approximately an hour and a half, and we have arrived not exactly in Lake Bled itself. Now we have to find the commuter bus that will take us to the center of the town of Bled. The bus stop for the feeder bus service is directly across the road from the train station, and there are a lot of hikers and day trippers all waiting for the same bus. Let's hope it doesn't get too busy on the next bus. Oh great, we didn't have to wait too long for the next bus, and that's a good thing. Aww, the first friendly face we meet here is this black Labrador, and you know how I go absolutely potty over dogs. Our first plan of action is to find a boat that will get us across the lake to the island right in the middle of it, and that's where you'll find the Church of the Assumption of Maria. And the way to do this is to find the traditional wooden non-motorized boats like these, and they are called platiners. The traditional boats you see here are handcrafted by the locals, and they very much resemble the Venetian gondolas. Yes, these are hand-rowed, meaning that they are manually powered, and it doesn't look like an easy job altogether. Mind you, if you're in one of these wooden boats, well, it's not advisable for you to get up and rush to the other side, to the opposite of you, or even to the center of the boat, hoping to take a photo or a selfie or a video, because you might just upset the weight distribution and the balance, and we will all end up in the water. Our platinum, who is rowing the platinum. Oh, wait a minute, it sounds totally confusing. Can you tell the difference? Okay, let's do a little bit of clarification here. Well, this word here, platina, refers to the wooden boat, and a platinar is the person rowing the boat. Coming back to what I was just about to say earlier on there, well, our platinum, he's a young university student, and he's just helping out his uncle rowing the platinum during the summer holidays. It's, well, kind of their family business. We are offloaded on the island of Bled, right in the center of the lake, and given ample time to just roam about and do our own thing. And the views here are simply magnificent, and for sure there'll be plenty of excellent photo opportunities. This is the bell tower on the ground of the Church of the Assumption of Maria, or also known as the Church of the Mother of God. And this bell tower was built in the 15th century, and since then it underwent several major refurbishment due to damages caused by earthquakes and also a lightning strike in the year of 1688. You are permitted to climb the bell tower all the way up to the top, and there you can have splendid unobstructed views of the lake. And if you make it up there, you can also see the mechanical oscillation of the clock on top of the bell tower. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of climbing up spiral staircases in old buildings or churches, so I sent Junior up instead. When you purchase the ticket to go into the Church of the Mother of God on the lake, there are actually two separate portions to the ticket. One is for you to enter into the church per se, and the other one is for you to go up the bell tower. It's kind of a tricky situation for us because I wanted to go into the church but not the bell tower because I'm just not bothered with climbing all the way up to the top. On the other hand, Junior sat his side on the bell tower but not the church. The lady at the ticketing booth was so kind. She allowed us to split the ticket between the two of us, so one of us can get access into the church, guess who, and the other one will go up the bell tower. At this point, Junior and I went our separate ways, and you're stuck with me. And let's go into the Church of the Assumption of Maria, or the Church of the Mother of God. Slovenians believe that you can have your wishes come true, and all you have to do is to ring this bell 3 times, and you must truly believe in God. There is a very, very poignant story behind the bell in this Church of the Assumption of Maria. According to local legend, once upon a time there was a young widow who lived in the castle on the island of Bled, and she lost her husband in very tragic circumstances. At this period of her life, when she was undergoing such a deep sense of grief for the loss of her husband, she gathered all her jewelries and then she recasted them into a bell for the church. The bell was completed and arrangements were made for the bell to be transported by boat to the island of Bled. Unfortunately, on the day itself, there was a huge thunderstorm and the boat, together with the bell, sank to the bottom of the lake, never to be seen again. It's so utterly sad. The young widow was completely devastated by the loss of the bell, and towards the end, she sold up all her properties and moved to Rome. A final act of generosity from this young widow before she moved to Italy to begin her life as a nun for the rest of her life, while she donated the entire proceeds from the sale of her properties so that a new church can be built on the island of Bled. It is said that the Pope was so taken by the story, by the generosity of this young widow, that he ordered a new bell be made for the Church of the Assumption of Maria. And this is the bell that you can hear today on the island of Bled. However, the locals still believe that sometimes you can hear the sound of the original lost bell ringing from the bottom of this lake. Don't you think the entire lake, including the island in the middle, looks just like out of a fairy tale? Speaking about fairy tales, do you know that fairies are the ones who created Lake Bled? According to the local folklore, once upon a time, there was actually no water around Lake Bled area, and it's only a lush valley with sweeping grassy meadows as far as the eye could see. In the middle of this very lush valley, there was a grey rock on top of a green hill, and this particular rock was the dwelling of the fairies. And it is said that by nightfall, the whole place was lit up by hundreds of fairies dancing around its slopes. The local farmers in the area allowed sheep to graze in this valley, and this angered the fairies because it kind of encroached into their dancing spot. The fairies then very humbly asked the farmers to stop doing that, but they just ignored the fairies' request. So the fairies were so angry, and then they called upon the springs and the brooks in the surrounding area to flood the whole valley, and leaving only the island right in the middle. Some people believe that you can still see fairies dancing under the stars on the island of Bled, but I think you have to consume more than half a dozen shots of vodka to be able to see that. I rang the bell in the Church of the Mother of God on behalf of Junior, and he's hoping that one of his wishes will come true, and that is tasting the famed Lake Bled custard cake. And that is why we ended up in Panorama restaurant by the lake, and they served the Lake Bled custard cake, and we just have to partake in it. Now, going back to Ljubljana was a big hassle because I think we missed the last feeder bus to take us back to the train station. So we ended up catching the public bus from Lake Bled back to Ljubljana. Now, that was a real bummer. I wasn't very happy about that. But overall, it's been a beautiful day. And this is Gobble Guzzle signing off for now. Be kind always. Spread peace. Jumpa lagi. Bye-bye.